Welcome to day number 12 in your Building Strength for Life plan. This is a 31-day plan to enhance health, build strength and supercharge your confidence. And today we are working on the lower body. So today you will need a set of weights if you're using them. Of course, you don't have to use weights at all for any of these workouts. I just like to add them in because it's a really great way to build strength. But if you are a beginner or you don't want to use weights, then you don't have to. You just do the exercises without the weights. I have got a set of 5 kilo weights with me today. These are my medium weights that I'll use. And I've also got my mat or my soft surface ready for when we get down to the mat as well. This is a 25-minute session with me today, so that's all the time that you need. So if you're ready, let's get going. Okay, so let's get going today. We are starting off quite gently, a little bit of a warm-up. If you need more of a warm-up, then you can do the 5-minute warm-up that I'm going to tag into the top of this video as well. But if you're with me, and we're just going to go a little bit slower to start with, we're going to come into a little squat here, bring the leg back, little squat, and bring the leg back. So we're just going into a straight leg at the back there, just working slightly through the hip and the outside of the glutes. And then as you feel a little more confident, you can sink down a little bit lower into that squat. As always, I always say this, your squat is your own, your exercise is your own, your workout is your own. Make it work for you. If you are not able to get down into a deep squat, then just do the squat that you can do. It's your body after all. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to go into a zombie kick next. We're going to work through the back of the legs to warm those legs up. We're going to work cross body. As you're stretching that leg up, you're going to try and touch with your toes, but you don't have to touch your toes. Okay, again, your workout, your choice. Are you ready? Let's go. Cross, cross. And if you need to have a little bend in that knee, we are warming up after all. If you're not quite there on the straight leg yet, then you can go with a little bend. Otherwise, if you are up and about and already super flexible, you can go with the straight leg. Keeping the back as straight as you can and the chest out, shoulders back, feeling confident, nice and tall into the spine. Good job. Let's let your body know what's coming. Lots of lower body today on day number 12. And take your rest. We're going to go back to those squat crossovers. So if you're already feeling that you'd like to jazz it up a bit and you want to add a bit more dynamic movement, you can jump these through. You would squat and you jump and come back in and you're crossing over. Otherwise, stay with me and we're going to do it slightly less high impact. Squat down, come back, down and back. Good. And you can do whatever you like with your hands. So we're not holding a weight at the moment. My hands naturally come to the front because a lot of the squatted movements that we do hold a weight at the front, and these hands are just naturally go there. But you can put your fingertips onto your temples, especially if you're trying to work on posture. That's always really good to keep the chest open, to lengthen those muscles in the front of your chest here. 2, 1, take a rest. One more time into the zombie kicks, and then we're going to go into our first weighted exercise if you want it, okay? Again, weights are just optional, totally optional. I like to use them, especially being a woman in my 40s. It's really good to keep that muscle mass going. Here we go. But if you're new or feeling nervous, you don't have to use weights. Okay, and then just build them in as and when you can. You will not end up getting bulky. Okay, I know that's a fear of some people. They don't want to end up being too bulky. I lift weights nearly every day, and I'm not bulky. Okay, so just to let you know, it's unlikely to happen. Good. Just turning those legs over. The body now knows what's coming. Take a rest. Right. I'm going to grab one of my weights. We're going to do some frog squats. So you're going to hold your weight end on, just like this. Whether it's a 1 kilo, a 2 kilo, 3, a 4, a 5, whatever it is, an 8, whatever it is, nice and wide with the toes. Okay, ready? So you're going to squat down and come up, down, up, down, up. Very small little movements. Now, if you want to adapt this exercise to make it a slightly higher impact, you can do a tiny little jump here. And this is where it really becomes a frog squat. Okay, but if you're just doing the pulse, still a frog squat to me. Down and up. I'm just going to show you from the side because I want you to see that my chest, I'm not over here, okay? I'm up, up. Whether I'm jumping or just pulsing. Well done. Take a rest. We're going to do 2 more of those. They are 40 seconds in length each, 20 seconds off. So you've got a half rest to work ratio, so it's going to feel tough by the end. Okay, but you know, those legs, they can do it. You ready to go again? 2, 1, let's go. Now, I'm just going to show you. This exercise is effective up here. If this is the extent of your range of movement, then that is absolutely fine by me. You work through your range, okay? If you are all the way down here, or you're jumping, and that is your range of movement, then well done, work to that. It's totally up to you where you are. This is your workout, not mine. It's your body, not mine. Well done. So you may be here, start to feel that burn. Catches up with you, doesn't it? 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. 20 seconds. Couple of grounding breaths. Through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're starting to feel worried that you can't or panicky, don't worry. It's okay. We're here together, okay? Just take a little second. Let's do it. Down, up. Push into the heels. Make sure those toes are pointing out. So this is more of a sumo or a plie squat. Here it's gentle on the knees. Push right back into those glutes. Keep the shoulders open. Push, push, push. Remembering, of course, you can jump. You can be up here. Just a little push back. Push, push, push into the glutes. Hold into your tummy muscles. Holding the muscles, not your breath. 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. As a reward, you get to come down to the mat now. Let's have a little lie down. Coming down to the mat, we're going to come and lie onto your side. So, when you're onto your side here, we're not rolling back onto your bottom or all the way over to the front, onto the side. My arm is in a forearm position here, but you can cradle the head if you want. And we're just going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Okay. So we're here for 40 seconds. We're going to stay on this side and we're going to do something a little bit different, a little variation on this exercise. So whether you have your forearm plank position here or you're cradling your head into your arm, the nook of your arm, which is like this, you need to be staying on that side, lifting and lowering. Well done. Good job. And take a rest. Okay, next up, staying in the same position whether you're cradling your head or up into your forearm plank, and we're going to tap forwards and tap back. Okay, you've got a couple of seconds before we go, so just give it a little try. Ready to go. 2, 1. Tap forwards and tap back. Tap forwards and tap back. Good. So you're doing like an arc, a rainbow over the top, forwards and back. Now, there is no thudding. The leg is not just dropping. My leg is under control. I'm using my core muscles to control that leg. Tap, tap. And I'm going slowly because I want my body to have to hold my leg up for the longest possible time. Okay, I want those muscles to work. 2, 1, take a rest. We're going to switch sides. So over onto your other side. 20 seconds to get there. So again, check your positioning. That's it, well done. So again, head into the nook or into your forearm plank position here. Let's go. Up and down. Up and down. Now everything higher than my hips is nice and strong and stable here. I'm not moving around with my leg. And I am not touching my feet together, but you can. Okay, so if you need a little reprieve, touch and go again and touch. Otherwise, up and down without touching those feet together just gives you a little bit more. It means you have to control just a little bit more. It's harder. So of course you have the option to touch down as and when you feel you need to. Take a rest. We're going to go over for those arcs next. Okay, you're doing really, really well. Good job. We're going to come back up to our feet for our next exercise. So just enjoy this one down onto the mat, even if side lying leg raises are not your thing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap forwards and back. And forwards and back. Good. I have absolutely loved, by the way, communicating with you all when you've been letting me know in the comments that you've been doing the sessions. So please do let me know when you've done this session. Okay, we are at day 12. Day 12 already. We are almost done with this week number 2. If you stayed with me all the way through from the beginning to here, thank you so much, and amazing job, because that is not easy. Okay, you may have combined sessions, you may have swerved a session, not a problem at all. And take a rest. Let's get up to our feet. So well done if you have so far managed to stay with me. Okay, next exercise, you're going to grab both of your weights and you're going to place them down onto your mat by your feet. Okay, I just want you to follow me along with this one. Ready? So we're going to sink down. I'm going to grab the opposite weight with the opposite hand, opposite, and place it back down, place it back down. Grab, grab, place, place. Grab, grab, place, place. Across each time. Each time. Good. Keep the heels pushed into the floor. If you're not using a weight, you can do this without. You just use an imaginary weight. Down, down, and take your rest. Well done. Put one of the weights to the side. Hold on to one of them. Okay, end on, and we're going to do a lateral lunge to one side. I'm going to move across to my left on this exercise. I'm going to hold on to the weight, and we're going to curl in the middle. You just need to follow along. Okay, 2, 1, let's go. Across, drop back, drop down with the weight, and curl. Same again. Across, drop down. I'm going to show you from the side here. Really want you to see the shape that I'm making with my body. So, a bend in that knee, the toe is facing forwards, curling up. Back is nice and straight. Okay. Really pushing back with your bottom. So here it's not just strength. We obviously love to use some sideways movements. I love a bit of sideways lateral movement into these programs. Take a rest. We're going to go to the other side. But we're also working on coordination, balance, stability, which is so important, especially if, like me, you are north of your 40s in any capacity. So you may be just 40, you may be 50, 60, 70, 80. Balance, coordination, and stability, let's go, are all so important in living a safe, independent life, so you can do what you need to do without fear that your body's going to let you down. Okay, and things always crop up, of course they do. We just need to control what we can control and do the best that we can. No regrets, okay? Across and up. And working hard for 25 minutes today, that gives 0 regrets, right? I hope so. Good job. 2, 1, take it down. We're going to go back to that first movement, those gorilla squats. So again, just put those weights down in front of you. Set yourself up. Always remember, setting yourself up for the exercise is going to help you out to get that exercise done properly. 2, 1. Let's go. Sink down. Grab, grab, down, down. Grab, grab, down, down. So I've got my bottom sticking out all the time. Back's nice and straight. Coordination. Good. Breathing freely all the way through this because it's a non-stop continuous movement. Keep it going. Down, down. Do what you can. And if you're finding putting them down to the ground too hard, put them on a raised surface. And take a rest. Well done. So you can put those on a raised surface, on a stool, on a coffee table, and then you can work from there, okay? You do not have to work down to the ground if you don't want to, if you're finding that too hard. One weight, lateral lunge with the hammer curl. Let's go. Across, up, curl. Nice and slow on the return. Control. Do you know where your foot's going to go before it gets there? Have you heard me say that a lot of times now? Yes, I think so. Up, curl. Come on, you're doing so well. Only a little bit more to go. If you've come this far, you might as well stay with me now. I am rooting for you. I really am. So proud that you're here. You should be proud of yourself as well. 2, 1. We're gonna switch over to the other side. Okay, good. And you may be following this program at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, just at some random day you may have started on the something of whenever, and just decided, here we go, that this is what you're going to do now. You're going to follow this plan, you're going to see how you get on. And you're still here. And I'm grateful for that. And your body will be too. Well done. If you like these sessions, so these sessions on this plan are maximum 30 minutes. I think the longest one is 30 minutes. But they're all between 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. If you want a longer session, there are some on my channel. But there are even more on my website if you become a member. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. So you can head over to strengthandbloom.com and have a look on there. Loads of member sessions, just specifically designed for members in the archive. We do those as live sessions. We're going to head down to the mat and you're going to come into a tabletop position, all fours position here. We're going to push up that leg, foot flat, and bring the knee back in. Push and back in. Push, back in. Now, if you find coming down to the mat hard, if you find kneeling painful or tricky, you can do this from a raised surface. You just have a bent leg. I will show you in a variation. Push, 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 push. So we're now pulsing for the last 20 seconds. Good. So here we're working on that strength. We're consolidating the movement, breaking it down, pushing up. Good. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to switch to the other side. Okay. We're almost ready. We've got 10 seconds. We're going to go on to the other side. So just try and stay as strong and stable as you possibly can through your midsection, through your arms and shoulders. Let's go. Pushing up, back in, up, back in. Keep that foot flat, knee bent. So you're not coming out here. That's a different exercise. Pushing up, trying to get your footprint onto the ceiling. Okay, try and get that footprint up there. Good. Trying not to put too much weight through my hands. And pulse. Push, 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 push. Good. Well done. Are you holding into those muscles? Not holding your breath? Take a rest. Amazing work. We're going to go back to the first side. You can come off your wrists if you feel it's a little bit too much into those wrists. Just give them a little bit of mobilization and we're going to go back into them. You may not be used to bearing body weight through your wrists, so they may be a little painful. And let's go. The body learns quickly. Okay, it learns quickly, so you just give it a little bit of something, give it a break, and go again. It will learn. Your body loves to learn. It's hungry for knowledge, hungry to make those adaptations. Good. Ready to pulse. Let's go. Pulse, 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 pulse. So almost no movement at all through the midsection and the upper body here. It's all just isolated into that leg. Push, 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 and take a rest. Well done. Again, come up off the wrists if you need to. You can stretch out into a child's pose if those shoulders are a little sore. We have got into the shoulders quite a bit today in that half side plank onto the lying leg raise. Also here, bearing your body weight. So you may be feeling that. Ready? Let's go. Because the sessions that I like to do, you may have figured it out by now. It might be called a lower body session, but there will always be other elements, secondary elements in there, complex movements, which will involve the whole body, because we don't have much time together. And I want to help you as much as possible. Let's pulse. And that means we've got to get a bit of everything involved. We're not going to just isolate one or two muscles if we can do a little bit more. So there will always be other elements. Okay, because we are more as people than just one or two muscles. Take a rest. You're doing so well. We're going to come back up. We've got our last exercise here. You're going to hold on to your weights if you have them. If you're not using your weights, you do not need to worry about your weights. We're going to step forwards, drop down, and pulse. Just like this. Let's go. Step forwards, drop down, and rise. Down, rise, down, rise. Now, I want you to drop up and down through the hips. Make sure your head is nice and tall. The shoulders are back, so we're not here. We're not rocking forwards, backwards and forwards here. Up and down. Now, you may be going all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Or you may be just here. Tiny little dips. Whatever it is for you, keep going. And again, you can do these without weights if you want to. 2, 1, take a rest. We're going to switch sides. We are doing 2 on each side. Here. So I step forward with my left. This time I'm going to step forward with my right. A few grounding breaths. You've got this now. Come on. Let's do this. And it is a bit wicked to put this in at the end. I'm going to apologize now. But we're just going to imagine your lower body is like a wet sponge, and we're just wringing it out now. I just want to wring out all of that energy. Want to make sure that everything is working hard. I want to drain that energy out of the muscles. Let's get them working. That's what you came for today. You came to build strength, and that's not easy to do. Otherwise, everyone would do it. And they're not, but you are. 2, 1, walk it out. Put the weights down if you need to. Keep moving, keep mobile. That is the secret to long and healthy movement. Staying mobile. Always keep moving. Ready? Let's go. Step it forwards, drop it down, whatever level you want. So you might be down here. If you're down here, you're up and down through your hips. If you're up here, you're up and down through your hips. You're drawing a line out of the top of your head. You're keeping the chin up. You've got a fixed eye gaze. And you've got a smile, because it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So let's be efficient. Good. Up and down. This is the third of 4 here. So you might as well stick with it. I know it's burning. I know. Take a rest. Walk it out. Walk it out. And you've got to know how I know. It's because we're doing this together. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. I've got you here. I have got you. Day 12 is almost done. You're 1 minute away. Truth. Let's go. Step, drop, let's go. Good. Up, down, up, down. And of course, if you're finding these really tough, do 10 seconds, take a rest. Do another 10 seconds, take a rest. Break it down. I know some of you are doing that already. It's amazing. I love that you are feeling empowered enough to do that. Honestly, it almost gives me real tears. I cannot believe how brilliant you all are doing with this program. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness me. You are amazing. If you stuck with me all the way through that program, thank you so, so much. Tomorrow is day number 13. And you're gonna like it. It's a walking workout. It's 15 minutes of non-stop light mobilizing movement, and it's just all the way through. You're gonna be moving side to side, forwards and backwards, just walking. Okay, so you can get your steps in by doing that workout tomorrow. So I hope you join me for that one. Don't forget, you can check out my website, strengthandbloom.com. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know you did this session, and I shall see you tomorrow. Much love. Bye.